My name is Jari Gartsila. I have been a real estate agent for 37 years, and we have been using our IT systems, which today we are promoting for maybe 20 years. Of course, we have upgraded all the time. And from our experience from other countries where we have been working, we created this new model, what we are today promoting, presenting to you. If you have some questions, you can interrupt me, or then we can go to your questions in the end. Everything okay for me? It would be easier if the question is then about the issue, what I'm just at the moment telling. I will put my picture away, video, so then I can share the screen. In Maija, you can use it with many languages. And if we someday join some other country, which language we don't have there, we will always update it. So when you have a team working together, they can share the important information with their own language, and then the other one understands it. Because in our business, it's mainly about buyers and sellers and customers and this way. So one of the key things in our way of working is that we can put agents work together globally or locally, and then the language is not the issue there. I hope everybody who is joining here or thinks of joining reads also the text here, so I don't have to go through everything what is written here. But at the moment, we are in this stage that we have the tool for individual real estate agents to work with Maija. They are still the key of the business, because in this business, we need agents to close deals. Soon we have some tool also for construction company, and maybe in 1-2 months also for real estate offices who want to work under an office name. But at the moment, the key thing is the real estate agents and tools for them and how they work. My experience tells, or my idea of the business is collected from the best real estate agents. Best means the ones who sell most, who get more recommendations, who have a lot of old customers, and also from around 40 countries where I have been working as a real estate agent. And basically, I can say that the law changes in this business a bit, but real estate agents work quite the same way everywhere. They have the same needs, and so it's not so different in any country. When somebody wants to join Maija, they buy a subscription. They have to register themselves from here. Hope everybody reads the terms and conditions. One part in the terms and condition is very important, how we share commissions. So everybody who joins the network understands that if I have a seller make a contract and somebody has a buyer, he's always, the other broker is allowed to show the property, and we share the commission 50-50. This is also nothing new in this business. Could say in 90% of countries, agents share commissions 50-50, but there is not a proper tool for this. We have also this 30% sharing. It comes when the customer is far away from me. Let's say my customer is here in Finland and the property is in Spain, and I will send the customer to Spain, make the sale. So then me as just a bookkeeper here or taking care of the customer, I get 30%. And then the agent who is doing the real selling work gets 70%. This is also nothing new in this business. So this is just written down here, and I will show you also that how we share then the customers. So in the end, everything can be always checked from the system. So if there are some arguments, but I think we brokers stick together and just want to close a lot of deals, and we want to work together. So okay, when you have read this, then we just registered. So we accept the terms and get started. You can use your Google account login, you can use your Microsoft, or then you can create your own account. Now we just make some, I don't go to the payment part here, so, and some of this and some numbers, and so then you create the password. This is then your password, but you have to remember, like I said, this is test password. I hope nobody has this funny email. So with this password, you also have to then log in when you start using Maija. Quite a bit common mistake. Then agents try to log in with another login method. So then you select the country where you are operating. So it doesn't mean that you have to live in the country, but mostly it's like that. But you select a subscription. If you are an agent who has properties in many countries, then you have to always buy a subscription to each country. So let's say that we decide to buy a subscription to Gambia. At the moment, you can choose the agent part. The construction companies tool we have soon ready, but at the moment it's just subscription for the agents. This is then the package what we offer for our users. It's always in 10 units, 10 listings. You can buy 10, 10, 10. In our way of working, we just want people to concentrate more on the quality, because everything which is listed on Maija, it's for you to sell also. So if everybody makes that work a bit better, then we all have better listings to offer our customers. So habitat.com is one of the web pages, and we control it. So what means that also agents would get their own landing page, web page on this site. It's a very good portal. It's an international portal. Quality leads come there. Maija globally is a network of maybe 70 to 80 different web pages internationally. Some are good, some are not so good, but always remember that you need only one buyer for one unit. The Russian portal, the German portal, Realting is an international portal. And then there are two Finnish portals which are very good quality, but Finland, we have only 5 million people, so it's not the biggest market, but they are, where if you get lead there, they are serious buyers. Then we have some additional portals. So with this basic package in, for example, Gambia, the price is $50 plus VAT. And if you have properties which are over $500,000, exclusive properties, you can buy for James Edition, which is a luxury portal with $2 each. You can buy places there. Gambia, less so expensive portals, but then there is the UK portal, which is also in America and some of the countries close to UK also. So there you can buy. We will add more of the additional portals. In some countries, we have also more local portals. And if you then say that this, if you later on tell us that in your country this portal would be very good, we can create a connection here. And for us, when we buy, when we make a bigger contract, of course, it's cheaper for a private agent who has 10 listings, and we make a contract for 100 or 200 or 1,000. So we can also make your business easier. But I would say the easiest part is that you just have to use one tool to put the ads on the international portals. The languages will be always translated. They will be in the English or whatever, Russian. You can also then, when you are a happy user, maybe make 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever you want. A bit discount comes there. I know the prices in this business, so I would say this is a very good deal this way. Then we go to create our private page. So this is the private information you as an agent. So I don't use my own name here because system gets confused. Then a number for the Gambia. WhatsApp, here we bring also other Telegram line and all these tools. Where you put this information, it means where you are. So if you are as an agent in the Gambia and you want to say that, okay, I'm the specialist in Banjul, and then you can show on the web page that, okay, I speak Chinese, Finnish, and in the search engine, when customers are looking for brokers, it's very common that they want to find somebody who speaks their language. You can also choose then a picture here. What will be? Let's see, does it go? I just put something here because I'm not going to save it here. But I recommend that you take a good picture of yourself, because this picture will be going on the web pages, in the properties, in the sales brochures. It will go to many places. So this kind of preparation of your private site is very important, and when you once do it good, you don't have to touch it anymore. Sometimes men are not so interested in the pictures, but I say millions of people might see it in 1 year. If there is a problem with some issue, I think it's something with this picture. I have to find a better picture here. Okay, then we go to the payment part. At the moment, we are using Stripe as a payment system. There are also then PayPal, and again, if we notice that in some countries the payment is not working so well, for example, in the African countries, there is a version for Stripe, also African. We are putting it there, but in the end, you need the credit card to make the payment, and that's it. Then when the payment has been done, you have the possibility to start using Maija. So then you just go from the main page here, you log in. Now I'm using my semi-real identity. I use Google to log in, so the system remembers that that's me. I have saved it here. And you get this kind of site. Maija is also you can scale. It scales good on mobile phone. Maybe here on laptop it doesn't look so good, but um, you can use it easily with the mobile phone. This page will be updated all the time, so we bring it a bit more nice looking for you. But the main things here, what we offer for the agent is a very good CRM system. I show you soon how I'm using it with my own tool, but here are different features when you add the customer in the system. So you find the customer then with certain profiles, or is it the customer is just looking for a property or selling just a property who used to look for a property. So this way you can choose on this list. Then you can create your own labels very easily, because notice that agents want to make some different labels. They have own way of putting up customers, so they can use these labels and maybe add them to the customer. So the main thing in having a CRM system is not just putting list of customers somewhere, it's also that how you find the customer. That is the one important use also. Then when you have the customer here, you can do many things, and the good part is that everything is saved here in our system, and you are the only one who has access to your customer. I'm a real estate agent. I have still listings all the time. I'm doing the work, and I know that agents hate if they have the feeling that somebody is touching my customer or doing something. So nobody else will see my customer here. I have the history, what I have done with the customer. Like I said, this is a test customer. I can make some notes for the customer if there is something important. Let's say new dog. They bought a new dog at home. Maybe this is something next time when I call the customer, I can then ask about how is the puppy, how many shoes the dog eat, or something like this. Always when you have something doing with the customer, you should create a task, just a notebook. All agents have their own way of putting something in the notebook. Maybe they use their phone calendar, maybe they have papers, maybe they just think they are super brains who remember everything. But it's not only about how you remember, it's also that in this business, creating trust is the most important thing. Trust is in all investigations number one why we choose an agent. So for example, if you have a visit to the customer, what means that I go to see this customer's property and I want to list it. Everybody can list properties with a too high price, but if you want to take the property with the right price, what is the key thing for selling a property, then it's important that the seller trusts you and listens to you when you explain that on this area nothing has been sold with that price, but this is the right price, or whatever, however you prepare it. So when you create this task in your own calendar, you can also send to the customer an email. So when the customer gets an email that okay, I'm coming tomorrow at 06 in the morning to see your property, and this is me, you can also then modify the email so that who you are, and the whole thing of being successful agent is about trust. So how many people trust you, how many old customers you come back. So with old customers you don't have to waste time in creating the trust. So everything here in our CRM system is built this way. Also, when you then successfully make a listing. So from the visit, then we start doing the listing from here. It is very easy. Now I'm just showing that if I'm selling a residence for sale, and then I start creating it. I jump to my own Maija. I will show it how it goes. And then this information is all then and in the system always. So like here, one property, I removed it, so I see what I have done with this customer. If I sold a property from the customer, it will also stay here. The customers, if when you buy a subscription and for some reason you want to have vacation, which is very due for real estate agents, and of course you don't want to pay at that time some subscription, so all the customer will be saved here 1 year for you, then they will be taken away. It comes from the European Union laws, and in Asia they have some privacy laws, so you cannot save some people's personal data forever. And the listings, what you have listed here, they will stay there for 6 months. So if for some reason you cannot make the payment or you don't have time to do it, when you come back, your old listings will be there 6 months. Then one big part of the cooperation internationally and locally is that the property alert tool. I have seen many property alert tools in this business, and maybe some of them are good, but mostly they are not very good. And one thing is that if you don't have some kind of tool to find quickly what your customer is looking for, you waste a lot of energy there. So when you have a customer, do you meet the customer at the office or wherever? You can always add him in the system with your mobile phone, and then you can ask him that, what are you looking? Oh, you are looking for a residence. You would like to buy a villa, minimum 4 or 5 bedrooms. What is your maximum price? Okay, it's 500, so I don't want to offer this customer nothing under 300, because then the properties are not that nice. Okay, and I want from Portugal. This means that also, even I buy a subscription for Gambia, I can offer my customers properties from all over the world. The same way a Portuguese agent can offer properties from the Gambia. And because this customer is interested in European Union, maybe he wants to make the search in euros. Some people who have lived their whole life in Gambia, maybe for them the euros are not so familiar. I think in Gambia it is, but let's go to Asia. For example, in Thailand, people rather talk about the local currency. Now, when I added this information in the system, I can just click save, and the system will search, do we have villas in Portugal at the moment with this price? Okay, we don't have. Let's tell the customer that, okay, you have to have a bit more money and maybe even 3 bedrooms. And again, very quickly the system searches, okay, nothing for sale for this price. Then the customer might say, okay, I could also be interested in Spain. I could be interested in Thailand. And let's see, do we have something now for the customer? And okay, wow, in Thailand we have a lot, almost too much. From here, we can check, is this a property which would suit the customer? This is always in the language what the customer is, and this time it looks that my customer is Estonian speaking. If the customer is speaking another language, it will be there. So we can easily change the customer's language. So when we go to the modify the customer here, we can choose that, okay, this customer is let's say Chinese customer. And now if we want to see what kind of properties we have here, and the customer wants to see it, then the whole information is then in Chinese. So this way, when even if this Chinese customer speaks English, he's very happy when he gets the information in his own language. Again, it's small part of creating trust with the customer. We have closed many deals just that we can print out the sales brochure in the local language, what the customer is using, just that they like it, they respect it. So the CRM system works this way, and let's say that my customer now is interested in this one unit here, this one, no, and this, rest he's not. I can click set not interested also. If I do it like this, they will drop down. Let's say with this, where the interested one. I can easily send to the customer. And chop, they are in the customer's email. And all this you can do while you are talking with the customer by phone. So if he's at home, you can say, okay, now you have it in your email. I know agents and customers many times like to use WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger, or this one. I always say that when you do real business, email is more real. It is creates a bit of trust, and most people still have the email there. So it's also a bit that you control the meeting, you tell them what they have to do, but you can still, if the customer is interested then in this property, you can also send this link then to the customer by WhatsApp, so Telegram, whatever. So it doesn't count it out that we don't have, that we are using emails. Then you can always add the labels. As you see, you can add some attachment. This is normally what I use when I go to see a property and I make some notes about it, or then I even make a written evaluation. So I will always add it here, because later on, if I talk with the customer, I have the documents there. If my customer now wants to see the property, but the property is in Thailand, I'm in Finland, I can share this customer then with my colleague who is at the moment in Thailand, like this. And then I call my colleague there. Hey, my customer is flying next week. I can even put here a note that the customer is flying on Monday. Flying on Monday to Bangkok. So now John Kivinen sees this we have done. No, we didn't make a listing in this visit. So this is all history, but my customer is now flying to Bangkok. I could also write here more text. Never trust the IT 100%. I don't believe that computers are going to make the sales in the future. I believe in good service. So also I will call them John Kivinen and tell that my customer is coming to Bangkok. And when John makes a mess, then I unshare it, and the customer is again my customer here. So this is how the CRM works. There are other features. I will show you from my Maija what I'm using myself now. So there are a bit more. Let's say I've been a bit more active with this. So this is my own Maija, and what I use for my work. Here are my customers. I have made many labels for them. If I want to find my customers who are who I met who were interested in Albania. I have them here, 27 customers. If I want to see the customers who are now looking for a property, I can find them here. The property alert, this is one mistake which many times web pages make, that when they when you create a property alert or when you add a listing there, they never go away. And the problem is that that's not real information. I mean, if a customer wants to buy something, the minimum is that the agent calls the customer every month. And but in our system, if you don't update the property alert after 4 months, it will go away. So we don't like to collect wrong information that, yeah, we have 1 million buyers here, which I see a lot. So it's better to have less customers, but they are real customers, quality customers. But I can find also these customers who are inactive property alerts, so they have been looking a property through me, and there I have 85 of those. Also, I can find my customers with the tasks. So maybe the customers who I have to call. Oh, this is 1 year old. I had to call him 1 year ago. So, and I know I called him, so I can take it away, save and set done. I don't believe in real estate business and any selling that it's based on luck. So it's more like doing the right things. That's more the real way of thinking. Then we go to the listing part, which I think is most important for agents who are now joining this webinar. So when I list a property, it will look like this. We have the main page where we get a bit data how customers have been acting on the web page. This is just the data from habitat.com, not the 80 other listings, because we don't get the information like we would like. But here is important that when you make a marketing campaign, and you can always put the link to the landing page what we offer you. So you will see that, like here, we made a small Facebook campaign. That's how many customers came to see it. Also, you can easily save all the documents here, which are important for the selling process. There is no mandatory thing. So if you don't want to make written sales contracts, if you don't want to save some important papers, it's your way. Maybe later on we can make some training why it's important, but you can use it very light way also, Maija. If you have a customer to whom you want to send something, you just click here, you can send them a sales brochure. Now this is my listing, so I can put like this, that these are not public properties. But let's say that if I would like to put some property document public, it means that you as an agent can also find these documents and send to your customer. So this means that all agents who join us can offer properties from Maija. So all these properties which are now available for you to offer your properties are on habitat.com webpage. And there you find, so also if you have a customer who wants to sell a property in another country, you can add the customer in Maija and then find out who agent is closest to this property, and you will get your 30%. Many of us who are working with overseas clients, we run out of this situation that the customer wants to buy a holiday home from another country, but he wants to sell his condo or villa in his own country. So this way you can use Maija's network. At the moment we have around 400 agents, but we are just starting, so there will be a lot of more agents coming here. Here we see that this property is still only on property alert, so I will activate it now. It will go to habitat.com, and now it will go to the all international portals which we are now using. Quickly showing how to add the property. We are going to do this a bit quicker also, but we have put it so that there is the land, there is the property, which is not so much important information, but then what kind of building it is. Just showing you how you put it in there. So for example, building, it's an apartment building, address, how many floors, this kind of information, very click. So I can tell that the first time it takes maybe 2 hours to put it. The ones who have been in the business and know the property, it's under 1 hour. Some agents have used 5 hours, but quickly when you use it, you get to know it. It goes very quickly. In the residence part, what's inside of the property, the unit itself, how big, how many rooms, how many bedroom, bathroom, located the highest floor. You can put some extra text there and so on. What's in the bathroom. So I think basic information. The ones who are in the business, this is no nuclear science. This is just, maybe would say that the biggest problem is if you go to see a property and you don't take pictures and you don't make notes, so then you forget what was there. I believe that agents who have visited the property are the ones who should list properties, not this way that somebody calls from another country and says, would you like to list my property? Practically, I have made most of the mistakes so many times in this business that I know it's a mistake. So it's better that the agent who sees the property lists the property. So here you see that this property, I can put it on these web pages here. I can also, if I don't like the Germans, I don't provide it to the German customers, or I think that UK customers cannot be trusted. I put it like this way, or just don't like cheap Charlie Finnish customers. So I can take them away there. But like I said, you need one buyer, so I think we are not racist. We sell also for the Finnish customers properties here. Prices, you can always later on come and change the price. You decide your commission, and if you are selling something which also you don't have an exclusive contract, you just click here that everybody knows that you have to act a bit differently with something which you don't have exclusive rights. From that, we can also later make some kind of training. Then very important part of the business is how you promote the property, the description text. It is important because some of the web pages don't offer so much facts about the property like we in Habitat are doing. That's why what you write from the text is important. English is the language which goes everywhere if you don't make the translation in other languages. I always like to do it in all languages. It takes me with Google Translator 30 minutes. We are now looking for different tools which would make the automatic translation. But again, using 10 minutes more time to make the promotion text brings more buyers. So like I said, many web pages, they provide only description text, how many bedrooms, bathroom, and then pictures. So that's why what I've noticed that the best agents who sell more, they just use a bit more time for the office work also, boring office work. Also, you can put it on the window brochure. So for those agents who have or are working in an office which has a street office, you can print out from whatever property which is sold in our network a window brochure, print it out, put it with your own face in the window. So everything is free for everybody to offer. We also know that common questions are the living cost and purchase costs. That's why we have here it is mandatory, or then you just have to write that there are no costs. But this is again part of the trust, is that you can tell the customer that, okay, the maintenance cost is this much, and sometimes even Wi-Fi, which is not very expensive, but as an agent, when you know that the Wi-Fi is $5, it creates trust that this agent knows the small things. He must know also the important ones. And then the last part are the pictures. So pictures can be edited very easily here, all at one time. You can add the floor plan here, which is very important for this business. We are working here with a company which creates the floor plans from our drawings, and we want to offer this service also for the license agents. We haven't finished the conversation how we will do it or what is their pricing, but floor plans are important. The pictures are, I like to put them that way, how customer is walking through the unit. I don't like agents putting pictures in no order there. And so then the property is listed in the system, and we can then see how the property looks. We can see it how it looks on the web page here. And floor plan, change the language. Bahama they are using, everybody using English. Okay, this is from Cambodia. So see, this can be then sent to the portals where we market with the language what agents are using, and this contact comes then straight to the agent who is promoting this property. So what I don't like in this business is that many of the portals, they do something with our leads. So we as an agents who are doing the work to list the properties, we don't like somebody touching our customers or doing something with the leads for what we are working a lot here. Then we have I should say an important tool, but everything is important. We have done a lot of things here with Maija what are not important. So and we take them away. I understand that real estate brokers, they are not very interested in a lot of bling bling, only the ones which are important. That's why we also offer only the customers and the listings. Maybe later on, if somebody wants, we can offer also invoicing and reporting, but this is the basic tool. But what is important that when you create your account, people normally want to see who is there doing this work. So we can create a portfolio here. So this is your private landing page. You can put your social media links, you can put some description of you, and you can put a different picture. It doesn't have to be the same picture what you are using. And this is also very strong in the search tools when somebody is looking for that, what kind of person is today coming to see this, I think is very common that people look, okay, who is coming. So we see that even on Google it goes many times on the first. Not if you have a name which is very common in your country, maybe then you are not the first there. But even I have been in some interviews and so on and so on. Still, this portfolio is the first one which comes. So this, it looks like this. Because I'm attached to an office, their office is here. I can make some description text about myself here. I can use different Google search tools here. This lead will come straight to me, so it doesn't go anywhere. And then here are my listings here. So this page you can always use as your landing page. So if you are doing some social media marketing or something like this, this will then be always the page what you can use. Also, when we add the agents in the system, we have to put here that you can look customers with their or agents with their name, like here. So with Jari, or then you can look customers by in a country where they are working. So we can find like this. Or then you can just put like the city, Banjul in the Gambia. We have here one agent who is working there. Or take the whole Gambia then. Next week here will come also the flags, so you can find the agents with different who are speaking language. As you see, as a license agent here, there is no habitat stuff. So you are just you are a private agent here with your listings here, with some description text. For John, I could tell he could write a bit more. And you see, it's a Maija page. Later on, when there is company, we can bring your company logos there. Or then, like here is a construction company from the Gambia. They wanted to put their company logo there. So there are not much rules and restrictions, and we just trust each other that we want to work as a team here internationally. When we list the property, I want to took here some examples. For example, here is how the Gambian properties look on the Finnish web page. This is a web page. I think it was somewhere. This is in Spain, Spanish, I think. I think it was somewhere in the South America. This was also one web page there. So the properties go to around 80 different web pages when they are added in the system. Let me share you with another page. Bing. Go back to this page. So from this tool here, when you click your name, you will find different marketing documents. Maybe here you find a list of the web pages where the listings will go. Sometimes when you are making a contract, negotiating with the seller or construction company, and it's good to have some tools here that you can show that you are really working a bit differently here. We have added training videos. And again, if you say that, okay, we need documents for this and that, we can add them here. So we have here sales agreement in English, Thai, and we can put a lot of other stuff. So we are here helping you as an agent that you can be stronger. From this, we don't charge anything. So everything goes under the subscription payment. So it's not the business for us, just want to help it. Here we have at the moment the videos in English, but we are adding all the other languages here, but everybody can imagine that it's a big work to make 20 videos in 50 languages. we have the basic sales training videos, then we have use of Maija videos. And this is something what we are updating all the time because we never stop working on Maija that it would be better and better tool. We created the property alert for this customer who was looking for a property in the beginning of this webinar. So when you create a property alert in the system remembers this customer is looking for a property, so you don't have to remember it. You don't have to scroll the web pages, look for what is maybe something is come from my customer. No, you will get a note here. Oh, there's some message to me. And okay, for this Jari Virtanen is a new property alert. And new properties come and bang, and I can send them to the customer easily like this. And the customer will get the email. So the IT system is helping you. You don't have to. I know, and I have seen in our office when customer come into the office and says, I want to have a studio from this and this area, then agent starts scrolling together with the customer the web page, which takes a lot of time and is stupid. And in the end, when you don't get the customer's name and phone number, you are a bit lost because you should always get that information. So when we get the customer, we add the customer in the system, and then after that we try to keep the customer. When I've been looking at the numbers, who is successful, who is not, the successful agents always have returning customers and recommendation. The ones who are not successful or just get tired are the ones who are always working with new customers. I say that you can just work certain amount of time with new customers. Also, the property alert things are here that you can look when you go to see a property. You can look, okay, what kind of buyers we have at the moment for properties. Now let's take a bit. If we are an agent here working in Helsinki, and I have to go to see a studio, and what is the first question what the customer is asking me? Do you have buyers? I mean, that's why I'm there. They want to know, do I have buyers for this property? So I put apartment studio Helsinki. Don't have to put the currency because I go to see a property. And I see we have in our organization 54 active buyers for a studio in Helsinki. And we also see what kind of properties they are looking for. What is their budget? This is the agent and his phone number, but as you see, there is not the customer's number. So I cannot start calling some other agents customers. So again, we protect the agent's privacy here, or how they work with their customers. Like I said, I'm a broker. In our organization, everybody is a broker. Everybody makes the sales. So we know what people like and what agents like or what they don't like. So this way, as an agent, you can work on your local market. You can sell properties and market properties on the international market, but also you can sell and market properties from other countries. So, for example, you can add customers. Oops. So, for example, in Bangkok, one new agent started working there, Netjinja, and she didn't have any listings. So I told, okay, I can send you some listings here. So she could add them now on her webpage. She can make some social media marketing that she's an active customer, and very quickly she got customers asking about him, because if she would have an empty space, it looks a bit boring. But now, for example, if there are, I think, some agents from Africa listening, so you can even post Finnish properties. Just ask the agent to share the property with you, and that you can have this way a bit better visibility than, or show that you are working, and then the agent is also added here. And I think this agent is today going to sell this villa, so it looks like. So there are many different tools in our Maija. It's up to you how you want to use them, and we are all the time developing it. And the price what you pay, in my opinion, for the package what you get is not so expensive. So that's it. You have any questions? I'm free to answer, happy to answer. Okay, 1 hour webinar is good, 2 hours is boring. If you have something later on, you can always contact me or our team members, and we will help you to understand more. We will help you to subscribe. We have a help desk all the time. Everybody who is in business, very quickly you understand how the system works, and when we work together, we are much stronger. Okay, that's it. Thank you for joining, and hope to be in touch again.